What's up, everybody? How you guys doing tonight? I made that face. I don't know why that music did not stop playing. Up another thing I'm gonna have to check out. But anyway, today is Wednesday. Today we are celebrating 500 downloads, listeners, whatever you want to call it. We have passed 500. So excited. So, without further delay, let's get into this show. Welcome back to the See Through It podcast. I'm your host, Brian Sales. How are you guys doing tonight? It is Wednesday. I'm so excited. At first, all this stuff happened, and I wasn't sure if I was able to come on. But I know I said if we hit 500, then I gotta come on. With everything going on, it's just like pulls you down with all the nonsense. But I'm alive. We reaching goals. It's good to celebrate. It's good to reflect and look at where the show has came from, like from way back in when it was. It's still a work in progress. We're not where we need to be yet, but baby steps, baby steps. I'm so excited, guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand how hard this is. I know there's some fellow podcasters that's watching this, Mr. West and CC. Like, it's so hard. You guys know the mental strain and just everything that surrounds this, and then the things that I talk about, and how you watch, or how I watch everyone else do their shows, and just like, man, where do I fit in? How can I get in with the in crowd? But we got something special going on here, and I think we molding some minds and changing how people view certain things. So this is exciting. We have 500. Again, I'm so happy about that. How are you guys doing? I asked you guys, did you have any questions? I put out a tweet seeing if you guys had any questions for me. So if you got any questions, put it in the comments. But I'm gonna just ramble on, and maybe throw out some couple episodes that I enjoyed doing. Season 2, season 1, I don't think you guys were around for it. It was strictly audio, very rough. Um, I was doing it from my headphones, and I was talking to a wall, and it was just something I wanted to do, but I didn't really know how to do it. It was tough. So, if you want to check out season 1, it's on Anchor. It's on, matter of fact, it's on everywhere. But that was some rough episodes. Then it's strictly sports. Season 2 is when I stepped into what I wanted to do more. I still talked about sports, but more of I went after changing people's mindsets, and changing how we view things. Slowing down our opinions and looking at the landscape, and it's like, that's what's happening. Today is a prime example of that. Well, yesterday, today, with that, I'm not even gonna really talk about it, but just letting you guys know. Prime example of slowing down and waiting till all the information comes out. Mr. Jacob, the man that was shot in the car, how everyone jumped and said whatever they felt like saying, and blah 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 blah. No one waited to hit the pause button. No one said, can we wait till we have all the information? Nope. It was immediate reactions, and now some people are looking kind of foolish. I'm gonna leave it at that. And we have another situation with the kid, 17-year-old, young teenager, walking around with a gun, and ends up shooting 2 people. I want to see what's been said about it. I want to know more info, because from looking at it, it just looks. But then I put out a tweet yesterday. Ignorance is a prison cell. The key is quiet. It's being quiet. You don't have to speak on everything. We don't have to speak on everything. I had to put that cup down real slow because I didn't want it to make a whole bunch of noise. But absolutely, Mr. Darrow. I, I I love that you guys are commenting and talking in the chat room. I love the interaction. I love seeing your guys' comments. It's awesome. Um, yeah, just slow down. But my favorite episodes, season two, when I did the episode about back to school, parents holding their kids responsible for their education, and you know, um, taking some of that ownership off the teachers. That was one of my favorite episodes um, from season two. A couple episodes with Bama Bo. We miss Bama Bo. Roll Tide, Alabama sports. You guys know how that is. A couple episodes with her. A lot of episodes in season two were very fun, and then season three has. I feel like I'm, getting more into my own path, my own journey, my own. I'm turning more into what I want this podcast to turn into, and every episode that I've done since getting back on, since the start of season three, has been my favorite. I know a lot of my early episodes in season three have not been heard a lot, but I think people should go and listen to that because a lot of that I've talked about in that early part is happening today. Um, a lot of stuff, and I have a lot more topics coming up for season three, and I don't even know if I'm gonna end season three until like late next year. It's just so much going on. Right now, I have one, two, three, almost 12 episodes just waiting to just roll out because of everything that's going on. A lot of things that, for some reason, is not being taught to our younger generation so that they know when they're older. A lot of things that are not just, being used, common sense, logic. You know, we've just done away with all those things in today's society, and I'm just baffled. So, season three is going to be explosive, right? And I feel like it's going to bring in more people. It's going to change a lot of people's mindsets. It's going to empower some people to, you know what? I used to be that way. I can change. I don't have to continue down that path. I think with season three, I've let you guys in a lot. You've each episode has seen a part of me, seen a piece of me to put the puzzle together. You have pieces. You're like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see why he's talking about this. Okay, this is all making sense. And you seeing that journey as I have evolved into the person I am in today. It's funny because I see the comments from like previous episodes. Some of you guys, I think Kasi, he's so wise, and I'm telling you, I was never wise. I wouldn't consider myself wise now. I would consider myself as a person who has tried and failed, tripped, bumped my head tons of times, and I finally got fed up with bumping my head. I stood up. I said, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going to keep walking into that wall anymore. It's time to find a new path. It's time to find a new way of doing things. And that's all that was. I would never, put that I'm the wise king. No, that's not me at all. It's just that I've done a lot and I have learned from every bad decision that I have made. And I'm trying, well, not trying, I'm wanting to do better than what I did before. And that's my goal every day. And I'm telling you guys, it's not easy. Hold on. I keep forgetting I have my tags on. It's not easy to do that. I'm letting you guys know right now. It's not easy at all. It is a struggle. Because it's so easy to wake up, and go throughout your days doing whatever. It's so easy just to do the wrong thing. There's nothing to even think about. You just do it. You don't even you just do the wrong thing every time. It's weird. But to walk that straight path, with the crabs and the alligators trying to get at you, and when I say crabs, like you know how crabs pull, so trying to pull you back in, the wind trying to knock you off, uh, people's slobber marks try to, you know, sting you a little bit to make you, oh, okay, and you want to. Every day I made a post on Instagram. Every day I make a conscious effort to not focus on any of that. I make a conscious effort to continue to do the right thing. And once you start doing that, you'll see, once you practice that more and more, how, I don't want to say easy, but it's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say it's easy because it's not. I'm telling you, that's why the whole brand, the Warriors Collection brand, came up, because I had to fight those things. The wanting to be sneaky or lying, or having to be right, or being angry, or any one of those things, being toxic. Like, I had to fight. I had to, put on the armor. I, I had to, I had to go to battle. The easy thing would have been, take me. Just, I can't fight it no more. Just take me. That would have been the easy thing. But every day that I wake up, I strive to be better than what I was the day before. I strive to make sure that I'm making steps forward, never backwards. Absolutely right, Mr. Darrell. Crabs in a bucket theory. What are you guys saying in the chat room? I promised that I was going to be more interactive today because we celebrate. It's a celebration, and it's a celebration of everything. Celebration. I'm celebrating myself, the seeing where I have came from. I'm tell. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I keep saying this, but I don't think you guys understand how lost and angry, I wouldn't say violent, but violent thoughts just ready to explode. And to see where I am at now, and to know that I'm still dealing with stuff from, like past failures. And I promise we're gonna get to that, like maybe season 4, where I open up more of myself, and um, hopefully I'm in a better place or whatever, or I'm still striving to be in a better place. Definitely striving to be a better place. But we'll get to more of me probably in season 4. But I don't know how to stress it, like how different I was, how toxic I was, and to see that I have evolved and made a commitment. Commitment is one of those characteristics that is a part of the Warriors collection. It's commitment. Without commitment to what you're striving to do, you're not going to do it. You're not going to stick to it. Commitment, discipline. You can't continue on with something if you don't have any commitment or discipline. And I have gained a lot of discipline and a lot of commitment, and I'm sticking to this thing. So I'm happy that I've reached 500 because I stayed true to myself, and I've continued on this road of doing the right thing, being an example, trying to be the example, because you don't know who's watching. Everyone is watching, but you don't know who's watching. You don't know. So it's always it's in your best interest to do the right thing, because you might be, inspiring someone else to change their life. You might be inspiring someone to do better, push themselves, or, you never know. So it's always important to Do the right thing. It's always important to do the right thing. Let me see what's going on in this chat. Goobly gobbler. Don't be taking my those are my phrases. That's that's my phrase. Um, yes, Sally West. We as parents we need to do better, and that's like it's crazy. These kids that are growing up now and they seeing all this. I did an episode. They're watching us. They are watching us, and what they're getting and absorbing and putting in their memory bank. Because for kids, it's so easy for them to get hooked on to the bad. Now you can do a whole bunch of good stuff. They won't pay attention to none of that. But as soon as you do something bad, in the bank, there it is. Got it. Good, good, good. I don't want none of that. Good, 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 good. Oh, bad. There it is. Bank. Good, good, good. Don't want none of that. Bank. There's the bad. Like they are banking that. It's in their memory. They're holding on to that. And if you're not teaching them and not showing them, it's going to be a scary world. It is going. That's another episode. Guys, go back and retweet that, share that. If you're watching this on Facebook, start up a watch party. You know, if you're on YouTube, share, like, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I did an episode on that. The kids are watching us. They're watching everything we say, everything we do. And in turn, when they get older, they're going to end up doing the same thing. Or they're going to be like, you did it. It was all right when you did it. It's going to be a dark world. A dark world. I'm giving out life lessons. Absolutely. Southwest, I'm trying to show the people my life. You don't have to walk in those same steps. You don't have to run into that pothole, that wall. You don't have to get blown off by the wind gusts, you know? Listen to what I'm saying, and I need some more young people to be hearing what I'm saying. If you could, you know, tell your family members. If you have someone that's down a shaky road right now, you know, direct them to this podcast. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a jet flying and it is pretty loud. I hope you guys cannot hear it because I cannot edit that out. I don't know how to, and I don't want to put all the time into editing that out. So I'm in Virginia. I'm near a base. So if you heard that jet, that's what that was. Let's see what else we got going on. Thank you, Sally. You guys are awesome. I wouldn't hit this 500 if it wasn't without you. You know, watching, retweeting, sharing, liking, even the coming in and watching for like 5 or 10 minutes. That's just showing up. You know, means a lot. Before that used to be like, man, I got 2 minutes of someone watching. What's the point? Is anyone even paying attention? Who am I talking to? Maybe I should flip and just, you know, do what everyone else is doing. But I couldn't because it didn't feel right with me. I can't be what everyone else is. A phrase I like using. If you know better, you do better. So I can't partake in what everyone else is doing because it doesn't feel right to me. It's not my. It's like if I put on a shirt that's too small, I'm uncomfortable. Like, and I can't fit this. You know, I can't do it. I have to do what feels good to me, and this feels good, and it's awesome to see you guys accept it. You know, see value in it. There's been tons of days where I struggle, and I'm like, what am I doing? Where's my value? Does anyone value anything that I'm doing? And that's not even just podcasts. It's just like life in general. Like I said, you guys know that I haven't been able to work since I got out of the military. I haven't been able to find a job, interview, or anything. I haven't got one call for an interview, and I filled out tons of applications, fast food, security jobs, which would be in my same job field with, a combat MOS for the Army, recon work, nothing. And it's like, man, why? Why can I get it? Like, what is wrong with me? And then my mind constantly plays back all the bad stuff. So now I'm sitting in like kind of self pity, like I can't get a job. Um, my mind is taking me back to the past. I'm reliving those moments, and I feel like I failed my family, or I'm not doing enough, or what is my value here on this, like, and it is a struggle every now and then, and to know that I'm reaching someone, that what I'm saying is being heard. It means a lot. It means a lot. I know I do a probably a good job not projecting that onto my family here. I try to handle all those battles in my mind, and not you know contaminate, and not really contaminate, not saying like they don't want to be bothered with it or what or anything like that, but just I do a good job of managing it. Sometimes it gets tough. Sometimes it gets tough, but um, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate it. Someone said Paul Feinbaum is in the chat room now. That's the name, but who is that? Who is that? Papa said some things you were referring to we used to call stinking thinking. No, babe, I know you value me. Oh, snaps. I think she came into that one at the end. I know you value me. No, I was saying in my own head. You know how your mind tries to play you, and you have to have that conversation with yourself, and reestablish your thinking, because the mind is dangerous. What's up, Mr. Lionel Harden, true dirtbag himself? How you doing, sir? But yeah, you have to control your thoughts. You have to your mind will attack you when you getting low and you feel like, am I even doing enough? What am I even doing this for? Is anyone paying attention? Who am I even talking to? Do I believe anything I say? Who am I? Those questions come, and you have to handle them. You have to handle them. You have to, choose how you're gonna handle them. You know. And I'm just saying, I just letting you guys know. Some days it gets rough. Some days it gets rough, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. What else we got going on in the chat room? Absolutely, Sally. Absolutely. I believe it. Absolutely, sir. Mr. Hart. It is a marathon. You got to, and I see you making moves. Keep going, man. Keep going. But yeah, I'm excited that I hit 500. The next, big milestone will probably be 3,000. Once we hit that 3,000, I'll do another one. 50. I could probably do, yes. You know what? 3,000 so far away. That's the big goal. So we'll do 15. So once we hit 15 again, we'll do another celebration. Just reflect. It's good to reflect, to know where you came from, keep you humble, keep you focused, re-energize your, re-energize those batteries. Be like, all right, I hit that goal. It's time for the next one. Let's go. Let's meet the next challenge and run straight through it. So it's good to set these goals, and once you hit them, celebrate them. Celebrate, meeting your goals. You worked hard for them. Celebrate them. I'm not saying paint the town red, purple, and green. Go to go to jail or anything like that. But I'm just saying, celebrate, reflect, and remember where you came from. Stay humble. This is all humbling to me. All of it is all humbling. It's all humbling. So, I really do appreciate all you guys, everyone that I talk to on the phone, through text, on Twitter, IG, Facebook, um, and it's crazy because when I started all this up and people was giving me their numbers and we was like, people was texting me and calling, it was like, is this supposed to happen? Why they want to talk to me? Who? uh, why? And it felt good to talk to people that didn't know me and them open up about certain things and we having this conversation back and forth. It just, that's what we need more of. If more people in this world would just, set aside your differences and actually had a conversation instead of talking about stuff that don't matter, that filth in Washington. You don't have to talk about the politics. There's other stuff you could talk about. So many other things, and you would see that you have so many things in common. You would see that that person's struggle that they telling you about that they dealt with 5, 10 years ago could be something you dealing with right now, right now, and they're in your path, so you can learn how to navigate through the next road that you're about to hit. Come on now. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. There's so many things that we can connect on, but we focusing on the wrong thing. We all have a story and we can all benefit from those stories. We can all benefit from those stories. And I've learned that from this podcast. So many I've talked to so many and hearing their stories. I took, you might not take a whole bunch, but you might not even take anything. But being able to talk to a person and be like, "Oh, okay. Okay. You don't have to, I hear you. Okay. We can learn from everyone. We on this earth to be together, learn from each other, not to, but we already know this. We choose to go the different way. We choose to fight each other. So one day we'll learn. One day. I'm not gonna I want to learn from whoever is in my path. Whoever I come across, and they want to open up and tell me some stuff or whatever. It's probably meant for me to hear, to continue to push me, or share it with someone else, or tie it into an episode that I'm gonna do, so that someone else can hear it and use it to their benefit. This has been fun, guys. This has been fun. We focus on what touches us the most. The tea is legit. The tea is legit. You guys wait in a year or so. I'm gonna have my own tea blends, healthy tea blends, good tea for the body, for the mind, sleep, taste. I'm gonna be doing tea. This is all gonna be under that Warriors Collection brand. Like I said, self-sufficient, being self-sustainable, self-efficient, uh, being able to protect, provide, do all that on your own without relying on the government or looking for someone else to do for you. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do an episode on what the Warriors Collection brand is. We're gonna go from there, and it's gonna. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So absolutely, Papa. The more you talk, uh, you find out how much you have to share. Absolutely, no problem, Tori. Yes, CC, the tea is gonna come. I promise. I'm thinking it's a year out. I want to make sure I get everything squared away. I don't want to sell you guys any garbage, because my name is gonna be on this, and I'm trying to, like I said, my whole thing is being transparent and honest and real with everything that I do. So, like I said, I'm coming with the tea, and it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real. A lot of stuff. It's gonna be real. We gonna teach. We gonna show you how to be, you know, how to do some stuff on your own. Like I said, we got a big goal planned in front of us that we want to reach, and once we hit that, I feel like it's gonna open up the door for so many other things that I want to do for this show, and for the community of other viewers, people. I don't want to say followers, because we have a lot of followers in society today. They're just following blindly behind whatever is going on, and so I'm gonna say warriors, um, for all my fellow warriors out there. You know, and again, I already told you guys, it doesn't mean you have to be a vigilante or anything like that, but just a warrior of doing the right thing, a warrior of wanting to be more, do more, be your own person. I'm trying to hit this charge on this computer. There we go. But yeah, like I said, we'll get into all of that, the Warriors Collection brand, and dive into it more. And today, I'm wearing a Warriors Collection brand shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the primary logo. So I've worked on this logo for a long time, and I got some other stuff. I wish I can turn around and show you the back, but on the back it says the contract expired, but the oath didn't. And what I mean by that is, I'm prior to service. So that means just because the contract ended doesn't mean my service to my community, my family, people around me ends. I uphold that oath. I hold the Constitution and everything that's right in it. So it's pretty straightforward. The contract ended, but the oath didn't. I stand for what is right, and I will continue to push what is right, despite what all the nonsense is going on, despite that. So that is the new shirt. I'm probably going to release that put that on later, closer to Veterans Day. But we're working on some stuff, man. We're working on some stuff. I can't show the back. How? I'm going to show the back. Let me see if I can show the back. Goodness. I don't. Did you see the back? Is that good? I guess that's the thing of having a show where you can interact with people. Goodness gracious. Did you see the back? Anyway, I just went blank. We hit 500, y'all. We hit 500. The contest is still going. Share, retweet, whatever you do on IG, as long as you tag me in it and I see it. It's being counted. I'll just let you guys know right now, Tori, you are in the front. With all your shares, you are in the front. We got Sally and Cece tied for second, and then we have some honorable mentions um, in the back. But it's simple. It's easy. Hit that share button, hit that retweet, and get this message out there to the people that need to hear it. You know, let's share this. Let's grow this thing. It seems like negativity is easily grown and shared throughout the world. It's harder to find the positivity. So it's on us to share the positive. It's on us to push the positive. Everyone else is pushing their negative agendas and everything else. Let's share our positive agendas. All right. So absolutely, Sally. So let's go on. Thank you, Daryl. So let's go ahead and look at the contacts. Do we have any questions? I'm gonna look at the contacts, and if I have a question, then I'll answer that. So go ahead and look at the contact information. Contact, if you're on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe, share the channel, like it. If you give it a thumbs down, let me know why. Don't hit that thumbs down and don't tell me why. That's rude. I mean, it's downright rude. Tell me why. Hit that thumbs up. PayPal, if you want to PayPal me, donate to the show, paypal.me/SeeThroughIt. Do that there. If not, that is fine. I also have a PayPal for my Warriors Collection brand, and that's what I'll be using if you would like to purchase different things that we're going to be talking about on another episode. But I'm going to get that up here on here also. Follow me on Twitter, SeeThroughIt1. I haven't been active on Twitter as much because I just had to take a break. I check in and look a little bit, but there's so much going on. And like I said, my mind, I want the confrontation and I want to be going back and forth with people. So it's best for me to not even check it that often, but I am on there. Follow me at facebook.com/STIP, all that's capitalized, ODCAST. Instagram, join Instagram at Brian Sales. Also follow my other Instagram page at Warriors underscore collection underscore. Email me at SeeThroughItPodcast. Also, you can email me for the Warriors Collection brand at warriors.collectionbrand@gmail. So, boom. Audio, I am everywhere that you can find audio podcasts. Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Word, Radio Public, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Again, thank you, Mr. White, for your contributions to the show. Miss Cassie, awesome. That woman is awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Cassie, for your contributions to the show. Yeah, so again, folks, thank you for sharing and helping the show get to 500. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I don't know what else to do to show how happy I am about it. When I saw it, I was like, babe, I hit 500. I'm like, what was I at? 520 at the time. Now I'm at 527. So I was so happy. I was like, yes. Yes. So the next goal is 1,500. So let's go ahead and get to that. So we can have another celebration. Season 3. So it took, I'm not going to count season. Well, I got to count season 1 because it's all added in. So 3 seasons to get to 500. It's all good. So we got to get to 1,500 on the next one. Let's try to do that by season 6, maybe 5, 4. We'll see. Yes, you do, Sally. You do. You be retweeting it all. Yeah, you do. So, folks, thank you for tuning in. This is awesome. You guys, thank you very much. Thank you. So, with that being said, Um, thank you, Papa. Thank you, Tori. Yes. So, again, I'm like excited. So, we got more goals to hit. So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it the right way. So, with that being said, you know, this is the See Through It podcast. I am your host, Brian Sales. I'll see you again next week. Thank you. 1500 is up next. Peace.